Hi, my name is Jennifer Bennett, and tonight I am going to show you how you can create one of these little tiny purses that is actually a notebook in just a matter of a few minutes. All you need is just a little bit of paper, some ribbon, and I'm also going to show you how to create this little scrunched flower if you haven't seen it on the internet anywhere. It's super easy to make, and just the results are just beautiful, I think. So first, to get started, I'm going to go ahead and try and tilt my camera down to see if you guys can see my little workspace here in front of me. So bear with me while I move it, and hopefully it's in a spot where everyone can see. You'll have to bear with me with this because I normally do picture tutorials. First of all, because that way I don't have to listen to myself, and second of all, because that way I don't have to see myself on camera. So the tools that we're going to be using, I put one away. I like to use these larger scissors for this project because we'll be cutting probably 5 to 10 sheets of paper, excuse me, at a time. So I like to use my kind of bigger industrial strength scissors. Obviously, we will be using this little composition notebook. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 long. So we are going to cut our paper accordingly. Now, as you can see, I have made a template. Once I created that, I just made a template out of just a plain piece of paper to create my paper. And we can do this one of 2 different ways. With my template, I just cut out a piece of pattern paper to go onto the front of it. We're going to need a strip of paper that is going to be 1 1/4 inches this direction and 4 1/2 long. That's going to be the bottom of our purse. This piece of paper, I was going to show you an alternative way if you don't want to make a template in order to adhere your paper to the book. These are what we're going to make the flower out of. These are using Close to My Heart's 2-inch scallop circle punch, and we're going to create 6 of them. I did 3 in the Colonial White and 3 in Smoothie. We need a paper piercer of some sort, a brad or something that you'll be able to attach all of the flowers together to. I have a little strip of paper here that is the top part that attaches and connects it all. And here I created 2 little leaves from a circle punch. I have a picture tutorial on my blog that shows you how to create those. And lastly, the inks that we're going to be using are ones that coordinate with the Mayberry paper collection, which is what we're using today. And if you haven't seen it yet from Close to My Heart, it was available starting February 1st out of our brand new Spring Summer 2011 idea book. And let me tell you, the papers in this book are just awesome. So we're going to be using Olive, Honey, and Smoothie, and I've mainly inked most of the papers, but I wanted to show you, in case you are not one that inks your papers, I really like the way it turns out. It just kind of gives a finished edge to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start with this piece of paper here, and I'm going to take our Honey ink. And there's a couple different ways that that you can ink the edges of your papers. One of them is using a little sponge dauber, and as you can see, it's not the cleanest. The inks will stain it, but they wash right out, and you can use them for all sorts of different colors. So this one, I'm just applying a small amount of ink all the way around the edge, just kind of finish it off. As you see, it kind of almost gives like a little shaded look all the way around. And you can go as heavy as you want or as light as you want. It's all personal preference. So that's that. Just takes just a second. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the front of my notebook. Just going across here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put several lines in the center just to, because, you know, if you give it as a gift or just to make sure that that paper stays on. I think I'm just going to line it up here with the top. So this is one way that you can do this. Of course, you don't want to stick it to your front piece of paper here. So then what you're going to do is you're going to find your little edge and you're just going to cut it off. Now, because I don't know how to edit yet, you see this is kind of coming across the edge there, so just to even it up, just take my scissors down here and there, that's all even now. So what I should have done first, which I didn't, is cut all of my papers all the way down. And so what you're going to do is just take your, probably about, oh, I don't know, 5-10 pieces of paper at a time. You're just going to take your scissors, lining it up with that same edge each time, and you're going to go all the way down until they're all cut the same. And it, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be exact, because it'll all work out in the end. You know, there might be some kind of fancy-dancy contraption out there that, you know, could actually do this for me, but it doesn't take too long, as you can see. Just kind of cut it down here. Just a few more pieces on this side. And then we'll kind of move on. Sometimes I get a little carried away and get too many going, but and then so that's your back cover. So then you're just going to clip that too. And there you have that one side is done. So then if you use your template, then you can go ahead and you can attach your piece onto the back like so, and then it would already be matching up to the rest of it. So there's a couple different ways that you can do it. So then it would look like, you know, this all the way through. So in order to do the flower, let me clear this mess off here.